Hi. Our telephone system has been designed to provide you with personalized options.
Which option can we help you with?
Recorded for training.
We apologize for the delay. Customer care agents are currently on call. Number, please enter it now, and one of our agents will be with you shortly.
You are now being queued to speak with an agent.
To report a fault, please press 1.
Important to us, so
Your
please
call
hold
is now
and
being
call will be
transferred
answered
to a
as soon as
customer
possible.
service representative.
Goodbye.
You sent on a deck letter rang me at 9 o'clock. Why are you sending holiday letters and no settling letters? You're abusing me on the phone by why no comrade existed until you started harassing and bullying me. I'm taking legal advice. Pardon? I can't understand you. Sorry.
The customer used to be king. Not anymore. The sheer number of consumer complaints coming into the Irish Times Price Watch section has grown every year I've written the column, and the roll of dishonour gets longer. You name the type of company, goods or services, and people have complained.
I'm appalled that a company should actually be allowed to treat their customers this way.
When you call, you're talking to people who are working off a script.
The whole emphasis goes to sales.
I think they're bullies. That's the kind of people you're dealing with.
And they keep on talking to you like you're stupid, really.
Do businesses really care about their customers anymore? It's as if some companies have shifted their focus to the bottom line and devised strategies to keep unhappy customers at arm's length. And so, tonight, Primetime investigates the slow death of customer care and the rise of service with a snarl. What we're talking about are not life and death issues, but taken together, they do add up to one big irritant.
It's oh so quiet.
Disrespect for consumers is found everywhere, and we just accept it because it's too much hassle, time-consuming, stressful, and ultimately pointless to fight. So most of us just go away, which is exactly what a growing number of companies hope we'll do.
And so peaceful until...
Too often, the customer isn't visible once they hand over their money. If anything goes wrong after that, businesses hide behind a barrier of inflexibility, indifference or incompetence, which they call customer care. Primetime placed a banner ad on the RTE homepage and asked about people's experiences. They were not slow in coming forward, and one name that kept coming up was Chorus NTL, now owned by UPC.
Hi, and thanks for calling Chorus NTL, a UPC company.
Ruth Ryan signed up with NTL in October of last year and for 9 months was perfectly happy with the service. When she and her partner had to move, she contacted the company to transfer her account.
The girl that I spoke to said to give them 3 weeks, that an engineer would have to do a survey and they'd get back to me and let me know.
5 weeks passed, during which she had no television service. Then she was told that the developer who had built her new apartment block had selected a different provider and NTL couldn't get access to her flat. They said she'd have to pay a €100 cancellation fee. She complained that this wasn't very fair and pointed out that she'd been left waiting weeks before they told her that they weren't able to provide her with the service. She was told to put her complaint in writing.
I cancelled the direct debit and I heard nothing further from them. I received no bills or final notice or anything from them.
In August, she got a text message threatening her with disconnection unless she paid her bill. The company had clearly forgotten that she'd moved house and had no service to disconnect.
I assumed this was just a mistake, so I ignored it.
At the end of September, she got a phone call from NTL demanding payment of €177. She was told she had to pay immediately. She was also threatened with a debt collection agency and was warned that failure to pay could seriously impact on her credit rating.
I got a fright, to be honest, because you hear, oh, well, negative effect on your credit rating, particularly at this point in time. I said, well, can I take some time to think about this, because I felt really pressured into paying then and there.
So, no bill, no final notice, Nothing at all in writing explaining how a final tally of €177 had been reached. Just a threatening phone call.
I really felt bullied. I decided, I'm going to have to give something. I don't want them to send this off.
She agreed to pay €10 off the €177 they were demanding. She feels the company should not have billed her for the 5 weeks it took them to tell her they couldn't provide her with the service. She also reckons it's unfair for them to charge her €100 for cancelling her contract when she actually wanted to stay with the company but couldn't because they were unable to provide her with the service in her new apartment.
We did not advise the customer that the new address was not serviceable within the agreed 2-week time frame. This is a business rule which was not followed in this case.
The statement continued.
However, the customer's new address should have been recorded on the system so that the final bill could be sent to the correct address. This did not happen.
The statement said the company had stopped issuing paper bills at the beginning of this year, but said customers do get a final bill.
Unfortunately, in this case, it was incorrectly sent to the old address. Since being made aware of the situation, all outstanding balances on the customer's account have been credited and they have been removed from the credit process. The customer has also been contacted and an apology exchanged.
NTL still owe Ruth €10, but they have apologised.